I didn't know what song you was singing, bro. Cause you singing in a whole different tone in the song.
Yeah, bro. With any song I do, bro, I like messing around because you do in any other form, you learn how to make it yours.
All factual.
Yeah, I mean, true, but I was confused. I'm like,
I'm walking erection. Plus, I don't have range like.
Who said that? What the fuck? Sound like some white shit.
it's not.
Nah.
Not at all. He just sings it like that.
Yeah.
Who said it?
It's a Brent song.
Brent?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know until he said it like a few minutes ago.
Niece was the one that put me on that.
Denise.
No, work.
I got too many hoes.
Yeah, I didn't know what song you was on.
I just had that one part in my head, bro. Because when Niecy broke the song down to me when I first heard it, it was like, I'm like, okay, this shit fire.
Back in effect with a blicky.
Yeah, man.
Sucking my dick or hand sicky.
What? Oh, is it starting now?
Yeah, if you want to start, sure.
No.
Start, sure.
No.
Cut all of that.
I was like, I ain't gonna do it till I forgot the exact one. I'm still listening to it, but there is the cinematic vibe.
Hey Dre,
Welcome back to the 2.5 LLCs podcast. I am your host, Retro Dre, in the building, BUIODING. And we have a guest, our first guest on the show, officially. State your name and your purpose, sir. Who are you?
I'm Tyler, and my purpose is up and coming.
All right. Shout out to all people who are up in that category of upcoming purposes. All right. Now, if you want to follow the show, it is 212 LLCs Pod on Instagram and 2.5 LLCs Podcast on all podcasting platforms. So you can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and Google Podcast, and also Anchor. We are there. However, sir, Travis, introduce yourself. Who are you?
What's up? It's Travis, a.k.a. This is KBQ, the King Bred from Queens, founder of the Kings Queens Project Co. Always good to be back, brother.
All right. And as we always going to start with a little bit intro music. So, until then, how y'all doing, man? Y'all good? How y'all feeling? What's going on?
I'm good. I just need to eat, but we gonna work good.
Like I said, you could have ate before you came here, man.
Nah.
No. Okay.
Nah, he got something away from him at the crib. He like, I'm hungry.
Okay. All right.
Hey, man, but we here to do the podcast, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's get to the intro music. Two and a half LLCs podcast. Retro Dre in the building. And this is episode number 4. 4, however you pronounce it. If you're in the south, north, east, or west,
Yeah,
whatever.
this is 4. Ready?
Yeah. Technically 5 in total. Pilot.
Right.
Long time coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Feels good to be like this, man.
Do that shit at a dining table, nigga.
That's right.
Came from eating ramen noodles, nigga.
not ramen noodles, but we came from eating nothing. Now we're eating something every now and again.
On
So,
babies.
My man said we're not sponsored
we are not sponsored. That's correct. Not yet, anyway.
Not sponsored yet, but
yet.
but ramen noodles. Holla to the hood, bro. Come on, bro.
First of all, we don't know. No, not necessarily. No. We don't. I have
Yeah.
nothing against ramen noodles.
Fuck
but
ramen noodles, Nicky.
I
We
didn't
don't
say
do
all
that either.
I wasn't trying to say all that. But
My man said, yo, listen, we not trying to get, like, not sponsored, so what's poppin'?
this is great, though. This is great. We're coming up in the world, doing great things. We're planning to do even better things, past, present, future, and all that jazz. And we're excited. We're excited to be here. We're excited to do what we do and grow and get better every single day. Morning, noon, at night, whenever you're listening and hearing this. And yeah. Right now, we're on the quest of figuring out who we are, who we're going to be, and whatever we want to do and whatever we want to be. So that's exciting. This is my place of ordinance or business currently, one of them anyway. And our goal is to expand and do more for now in the future.
Yes, sir.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, this is cool, man. Yeah, we really have, like, come a long way from this shit, though. Like, in all seriousness.
Dang, you ain't went home yet.
No, nigga. I told you this is my job after this is my life after work. Even when I'm not here, I'm here.
He be here in spirit.
Exactly.
Got you. That's crazy, though.
I will say, like, since we first started, I have not missed watching a single episode.
Hey, appreciate you and whoever else is on that list. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
That's fire.
I mean, because, like, now I literally get to start from the beginning. Like, since I've been here every other episode, like, the episode I miss, I watch completely. So,
Yeah, I mainly listen to him when I go to Wilmington.
that's a nice ride.
When I go to Wilmington, it's just a cool ride. I sometimes, like, you know how somebody say something and then you interject and and then you end up looking at somebody say something crazy, you end up looking at your invisible camera. I be like,
Did he really just say this shit live, bro?
oh God.
Apparently, sir, Travis over there, he caught a lot of heat for past things you have said. Speak about what those might have been, sir.
So, basically, it was about something that happened to someone, and it was like, so many people were making fun of this person about it. Like, they didn't think that was a real thing they were going through. But I knew about it. Because I'm still not trying to bring this person's information back up like that, because I've definitely come a long way since then. And she's open about it. But the friend that had got tight was like, I could have been stopping other people from saying this, this, and this, and you knew about it and neglected to say anything. If someone puts some trust in you not to say something, and and you say something about it, and you lose all matters of trust. And the only reason why I was able to say something now, well, back then at this time when we did the episode, was because she gave me permission to write about it. And she was like, I've met someone else with the same condition, so I'm open about it. And I'm like, do you have an issue with me speaking on certain things? She said no. But I'm like, that's that person's right to tell me yes or no. Not yours as my friend or their friend.
Oh, so a third party who wasn't informed on the matter was speaking out of pocket, basically.
Exactly, in a way. And I'm like, do you realize how you sound? You're mad at me for not telling you something that you told me not to say.
That's wild.
I'm like, that's like you telling me, oh, you about to be a dad. Don't tell anybody, though, because I want to make sure, like, this is actually a thing.
Or...
And I go run it out to mad people. You don't look at me like, nigga, I just told you not to do that. I put trust in you not to do that. Yep. So, like...
Or it's like when you have two different hoes And then you tell your homie.
I knew
Look,
he was getting ready to take
look.
it there.
And then you tell your homie, like, yo, I got these two baddies that's going to be at the same place. But don't tell them about each other. And then he ends up snitching because he want to get one of them. That nigga's foul.
I've seen that too.
That's wild. That's why you can't have so many people knowing certain things sometimes, because when they're not privy to certain information, you know, it gets a little wishy-washy. But when everybody's informed on the matter and it's all in good faith and everybody knows what's going on, you know, and people butt in trying to do extra stuff and they out of pocket, you just got to let them know what's going on, and then it goes good from there.
Yeah.
That leads to knowing or introducing sometimes who you are and who you may be associating yourself with. So if you had to tell or explain to somebody who you are or to yourself, how would you say that?
Tell her. Go ahead, bro.
What?
Go first. How would you guys do it?
Ask the question again. Because I was listening for him. Because I thought he was going to answer it. So I wasn't preparing to answer.
All right, you know what? In that case, I feel like I'd only know part of that, of who I am. I would say I'm someone that you put your faith in me, I got you. I put my faith in you, and you do anything wrong. Like, and I got a big heart. I got a tattoo that represents wearing my heart on my sleeves. But you cross someone. Forget crossing me. Like, Dre, if me and you were tight, and I'm telling you this is my brother, and you cross my brother, just know if your brother don't fuck with a nigga in the street, you don't fuck with him either. So, that's just how I carry it. So, I feel like that's a part of who I am, at least. But, yeah, as for everything else, that's God's opinion. That's his word choice, not anyone else's or mine.
So you're not a writer? So you're not...
No, see, when you're talking about, like, profession-wise...
Nah, I mean everything, bro. Everything. Know what you mean?
So, I'm a creator, I'm a dreamer, I'm a writer, I'm a fighter, I'm a lover, musician, and thespian. No, I said thespian, like THESPIAN. Anyway, free spirit, man. Free spirit with a creative mindset. Short and sweet.
Nice.
Sir.
Playmaking, shot creator. Sorry, stop.
Nah, hey, I'm like getting no kind of like.
I'm just messing.
Go for it. My bad.
Oh, no, I was, I wanted you to ask the question again. I mean, I just want clarity so I know that I'm answering accurately.
Who are you in all facets? Who are you?
Who is Tyler?
Yeah,
Who
who are
is
you?
Tyler?
Who are you?
Tyler
Who is charcoal?
Who are you?
Tyler
What do you
is-
do? How would you explain yourself? So
Tyler
far.
is I give it to it. He a motherfucking grinder.
That's for damn
I
sure.
do. Yeah, he a grinder. I'm a go getter. If I say I'm gonna do something, most likely I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna get it done. I would say I'm very, very, very sensitive when it comes to like certain things. And then I do have a short temper. I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but this is just
Nah, it's part of who you
I'm
are.
going on a tangent right now. That's it. Just whatever pop up. I'm mad loyal to whoever I fuck with. I'm real loyal. I'm very trustworthy. You can depend on me. I think that's about it.
Gonna be a daddy someday.
No, hell no.
Man, we all hope to be a father someday. Yeah, but
Yeah.
right now we are not fathers.
We kids.
But,
I was gonna say allegedly.
We kids.
yeah.
we grown kids.
How about you, Dre?
We're not grown kids. We're adults. We all got bills of some sort, state or fashion.
That's for damn sure.
somebody's about to get a place soon, allegedly.
I ain't no alleged. My name is on them papers.
Okay,
nigga.
that's facts then.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's noise. That's noise.
Yeah, that's called adulthood, sir.
Yeah. GG's to anything we got to do with spending money.
Right.
Yeah. But as far as who I would say I am right now, my name's Andre, aka Dre, aka Retro Dre, artist, musician, writer, poet, audio engineer,
Talk that shit.
podcast host,
Talk that
video
shit.
editor, video creator.
shit.
What else do I do?
Keep it going,
Podcast
Parlay.
host. What?
Keep it going, Parlay.
No, I want to say photographer enthusiast. I'm gonna just label it like that because I don't take photos much, but I'm gonna get into it some day.
I just got back into that.
That's what's up. Graphic designer, getting back into graphics. Definitely want to start animating for sure.
Nice.
And I like to sleep a lot. I hate cooking. Well, my parents are chefs and bakers. I know it don't make sense. We'll talk about it one day.
They are?
Yeah,
Yo, I had the same reaction just now.
yeah, for sure.
Nigga.
Yo, we've been knowing this nigga for
Yeah.
like 6 years and didn't know that, bro. That's crazy.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
Wait, what do they got like a bakery or something?
Nah, they just work in places. Yeah, they just work in places.
That's
okay,
tight
okay.
though. Regardless, that's tight.
That's fire. I didn't know that.
So I'm kind of like the first in my family, at least one of them, is taking it the entrepreneurial, musical route to this extent anyway.
You can write songs about their cookies.
Yeah.
Their cooking chef.
Man.
Their skills as a chef.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, my old man, he's chefing it up. He's chefing it up in the kitchen real nice. Real nice. Ah. I'm sorry I tried it. I really did. I really tried it. All right, so matter of fact, since you asked that, what's one characteristic you would give both of us? And then Dre, then Tyler, what's one characteristic? And I'll give y'all one as well.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Because we described ourselves. I mean, let's hear what someone else got to say about us.
You, Travis, are way too nice people sometimes.
That's for fuck sure.
And Tyler is this isn't a characteristic. I just don't know the word for it. He's a very quiet grinder. He may not show on social media that he's grinding, but he's getting it done from my perspective anyway.
A little bit.
Even that response right there.
I'm trying.
Keep people guessing. Let's see. Dre, fucking stubborn. Realistically fucking stubborn, which is good. Because if you don't have a person, if you have someone in your life that's just going to roll over for you every time, that person's not going to help you grow. Dre's one of those people that's going to be like, I will tell you, nigga, like, this shit here, don't do it like this. Give it a reason. Matter of fact, to base off of what we were talking about earlier in the podcast, like, give them a reason for this to happen. And then, take that route. So, and that helps you see things with a clear imagination. So,
Right.
I want to give you, excuse me, I would say stubborn and stern in the best way. Tyler, you hit the go-getter around the head.
Wait, what?
I said you hit the go-getter around the fucking head.
Get that.
Matter of fact, I'll say it just like this. That's my motherfucking brother. So, not a characteristic, but you boys were both there for me when I had a really bad accident recently.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I heard when I got in that ambulance, like, it was like, oh, is this your friend? No, that's my motherfucking brother. That's all I heard. And I'm like, who the fuck? And I turned my head. I'm like, wow. So, like you said, loyal, but for sure, noble.
Okay. My turn. So Dre, like I would say the same thing. Like you're a quiet grinder. May not seem like anything's going the places that you're going, but you still pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like I say that. Like I feel like one like it's a. I don't know if this is a quote by anybody, but I know I wrote the shit when I was rapping. I said, "No satisfaction is my satisfaction," and I feel like that runs in your blood a little bit. I don't know if I'm right, but that's what it is. Like I feel like I feel like you like, man, this is great. I got everything going, but I'm not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to keep going.
What were we just talking about in the parking lot? I
Is
swear,
that-
I swear, everything is tying around.
Is that
perfectly.
right?
Nah, because I just told Travis earlier that I don't really take time to enjoy much in my life. I don't know if that's always been that way or just recently, but I explained to him that even when I eat, I don't eat to enjoy the food. I just eat to get it over with and just do something else. And I told him I don't know how I'm gonna enjoy certain things in the future because I do it when I do it well, but that doesn't mean I may all the way enjoy sometimes.
Not always satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is how I see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it literally went full circle. Just like, and you weren't here for that conversation, so
Yeah.
that speaks volume to your character, bro. Like, it do.
And Travis, when you lock in on something, you get out your motherfucking head. You can do whatever the plan is. You know, nothing but good things. Just a what is it? A stand-up guy. You know,
Appreciate it.
that's a good way to say it.
I'm glad I don't have my headphones out because that would have been a sus-ass notification. I already know what message that was.
All right, so let's take it back a little bit. What was our first reactions when we met each other?
Woo! Okay.
Damn.
Tyler never let me live his down, bro. Hey, yo, is that Little Dre? Nigga, I ain't little nobody. Who the fuck you think you talking to?
I'm weak.
I'll never forget that shit. Oh, you weren't there for that. You came a little bit after. So when everyone at the bus stop first met me, a lot of people thought I was Dre at first. We were both just young big niggas.
I'm weak.
And then when I got on the bus, I had heard somebody say that. I was like, I don't know which shorty it was. Matter of fact, I know which shorty it was. I just don't need to say her name. She's like, oh my God, like, is that Little Dre? Like, oh my God, you look just like him. Is that Little Dre? I'm like, I ain't little nobody, nigga. I'm Travis. That's just who I am. I'm Trav. And it was just like, it was the first kind of like shut up moment, like who you think you're talking to type thing. But if you know me, I try to be a friendly dude. But yeah, that was just my first thing. I was immediately tight, like, yo, who the fuck is Dre if he got to be calling me little anybody? Like, that's got to be a big nigga. And then I look, and I'm like, wasn't I taller than you at the time, or just barely? And I'm like, wow. All right, so he a big nigga too. All right, copy. But he was a quiet big nigga too, so like, and still, so it was just like, what do I want to say around this nigga? Probably nothing. let's just keep it. Let's keep it real. Keep it like. But he's kept that same character the entire time I've known him, so.
Facts.
That's for sure. Tyler, though?
I'm weak.
It's pretty nigga head, bro. I was not hearing it. Any pretty nigga I knew growing up, they were all fuckboys. Tyler is literally that coal that got squeezed into the next diamond to shine over these other fake niggas, bro. And that's the best way I could put it. Because in all the years I've been studying human behavior and patterns and whatnot, everyone has a tendency. I don't want to call it a fuckboy tendency, but everyone has a tendency, including me. But I misread him so bad because he was so quiet when he first got there. And all you heard, and I don't want to say it was a little bit of jealousy. I really can care less for what niggas got on them. Like whether it be a shorty following them. Because I'm like, you don't know what that nigga did to get a shorty following for like that. Or you can just be a good looking nigga. It's okay. Anyway. But nah, so this nigga was sitting like, right, I don't know if you were at the front of the bus or at the middle of the bus.
He was like in the middle towards the back. He was like in the middle
towards the back.
Yeah, but
What, my first
then
day?
every day he progressively got towards the
Yeah, that's
back.
right. Yeah, every day he got
day.
progressively closer to the back. Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Every day it's like a seat moved up,
Yep.
up, and then solid. Then all the girls started talking to him, and then from there he just lived back there for the rest
But
of
it
the
was
time.
crazy because I remember the shorty that had first said something, and she's like, "Hey," and she sat right back down in her seat so fast, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, homie, she think you cute, nigga." Like I literally just remember saying that, and she was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Do you want some dick or are you gonna be pussy?"
I'm weak.
That's something I've noticed about me from when I first moved out here to now. Like some things stay the same, some things don't. Like would I pull something off like this nowadays? Maybe.
Yeah.
Then definitely.
Yeah. When I got on the bus for the first time, yeah, people call. I don't remember who it was. Called my name, but
Start with an N.
But either way, I remember I think you wasn't on the bus the first few times I was up there. You probably was.
I might have been. You just probably didn't notice me because I ain't say shit.
That's fucking Dre.
I know. I just didn't. I'm like a tunnel vision kind of dude. Like I will look right past the nigga. Like if I first see him.
Yeah, you got the white people vision.
So when I first saw this man, I was like, oh, he don't like me. I look back there because like if you know who I am, like you know who I am now. But like when I first meet somebody or if I first meet new people, I'm already like kind of like, oh shit, man, I'm kind of nervous. I'm looking at everybody's face. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what's up, y'all? You know, and I look back there at this nigga Travis.
That's crazy. And to those who know me now, they would not see that face like that.
I was
often.
like, damn. But it is what it is. And then I saw you for the first time, and this is how I know. Like this is how Dre said. Like this right here.
That's
On the bus. This Dre right here. He said just like this, arms down like this, everything. I'm like, what? This nigga tall as fuck. Like I'm like, yo, he on the basketball team.
Like, this nigga posture was.
My first question was, why you ride the bus? I thought he had a car. Like this nigga gotta have a car.
Yo, you did ask me that shit. I forgot.
like bro, like no chill.
Hey, he still ended up getting the call before everybody. He said, "Fuck the bus, nigga."
Said fuck the bus. But that was my visualization of everybody. I was like, damn, I was like, this nigga look like he don't fuck with me. He don't like me. And I said, this nigga look like he just quiet. Like he just don't talk to nobody.
That's pretty much true. You got mine right.
Hey, yo, it's
Like
really crazy.
Like you don't speak unless spoken to. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Dre, you see this shit? I went from not talking to this nigga to we got the same shits on the same day.
I'm weak.
Move your foot over the, like, lift your, yeah, there we go, over, yep, there we go. No, just that one.
Just the
leave
one,
the other one over. Yep.
Cabby.
Yep.
But yeah, that's cute.
Well, yeah. So, how would you explain your childhood growing up from each year? How would you explain it?
I would say I had like a normal childhood. Like, you know, like went to church every Sunday with family in Wilmington. Even when I lived out here, I went to church every Sunday. I say, you know, it has some bumps in the road if you do know who I am. It was just, it is what it is. You work through shit, but I say it was pretty normal.
All right. You, sir?
Read my book and find out. Nah, I'm just playing.
Damn.
I was playing. Nah. That will be coming out soon. Anyway, it's under wraps.
You're not sponsored?
I'm not sponsored, but it is my first. But it is my first book, so keep an eye on for that. But no, I would say, like Tyler, church every Sunday. Till by the time I was old enough to really figure out what religion meant to me. Grew up a skate rat. Always skated the street. Like, growing up in New York City, there was so much I could have gotten into that I didn't, and there was still a lot that I did that I probably shouldn't have. But I'm glad I did. So, like, that's why I said you'd have to kind of read the book a bit. But like, I've done things that, you know, a lot of teenage boys in the hood can really get into. But ultimately, I don't think I've done anything too bad that I couldn't get past and that I didn't think my parents could overlook. You know what I mean? Like, heartbreak, for sure. For sure, a lot of sad bullshit. But, heartbreak, loss. But, it built me into the man I am today. So, I would say, well, I wouldn't call it normal or average for any of us. I would just say it was just my story. My chapter's closed. Jerry?
Very, very quiet. Had to learn a lot of things on my own, even though both my parents were there. Still had to do a lot of figuring it out. Because even though people may teach you things, you don't learn until you experience stuff. So
That's facts.
it was a lot of me just learning stuff on my own and really trying to figure out what life is and how I would conquer and figure my place in the world through school, getting bullied, figuring out how to get better at basketball,
That too.
trying to figure out how to gain more income, and really just trying to figure out my place and who I am and how I quote unquote stand out or have my place and figure out what to do with it from there. Because as y'all said, I'm a quiet kid, so a lot of things I may not have wanted to do or maybe have been scared to do because I may not have been comfortable in certain environments and situations. So just trying to really figure out how to navigate those and really just be a better version or get to where I wanted to go. And then after figuring out basketball didn't work for me, it's like, well, what do I do from here? And just really just had to go ask questions and find answers. And then I settled in something that is really getting me the benefits of what I really want to do. So I can't complain about anything now. I just got to keep working, keep grinding, keep building on what I've already been doing.
Question then, like, apropos that, what's one thing that you might have done as a teenager or a kid or whatever that you're really glad you grew out of to be this better person you are? Like, whether it be second guessing or getting in shape or doing anything. What's one thing that you were either reluctant as a kid or just was snot nosed about that now as an adult you're like, I'm glad I fucking dropped that habit, or I'm glad I picked this up?
Worry about these hoes. Psych.
Like, you figure out the code to that, let me know.
Yes, stopping playing video games. Even though I still have a small interest in video games, I'm kind of glad I stopped playing them at the point that I did, because not that it was a bad habit or anything, but in order to get where I need to be now, I needed to stop playing them. You started to spend my time in other places and doing other things. So that would be one thing I would say.
Okay. Respect. You'll still catch me on Apex kicking ass every now and then, or Warzone, but
I will be back next year though, most likely. Next year for sure.
Tyler.
I don't know. It's probably a weird answer, but I have to say I'm still doing all the same shit, just at a mature level.
That's not weird at all.
Like, I don't know. I can't really.
No.
Like if I wasn't focused before, I'm focused as fuck now. If I didn't have the right mind, I would have to say, like, instead of being like I said earlier, like with just my vision, like just being a tunnel vision kind of person in the mind, I'm more of like seeing different angles on how to do things. I think that's one thing I like doing, is seeing how to do things from different angles. Because before I was like, all right, this is what I have to do. That's what I have to do. I'm gonna walk this yellow brick road. Nah, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna do other stuff. That's one thing. You?
I gotta say, my confidence peaks in different directions. Like, shit that I felt like I should have been confident back then, I'm uber confident in now. Like, my writing. Like, I would always keep that like a kind of hidden gem of mine. Now, hey, yo, you need something to do, son? Like, I'm trying to get paid off of this because I'm good at it. I'm up and good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say, talking to someone. Like, I called you the other day when I found out that. Like, I called you the other day in my call. Like, yo, so I just scored this. This is going on tomorrow night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a matter of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I was younger, shit, confidence. Matter of fact, I'll take it back. When I was still living in New York, confidence was like,
It was in spurts, from what you told me.
Exactly. It was in spurts. When I came out here, because I was just that young nigga with a New York accent, it was like, like, yo, I swear to God. And remember when kick was a thing? I had so many kicks, and I had a jaunt line back then, too. So, But nah, like I had confidence in areas where I should have, but then as time progressed, I started doubting, and then doubt came. But I feel like I've gotten out of my head a lot more when it comes to confidence, so I just got to keep doing it.
So never doubt yourself, man. That's to anybody. Never doubt yourself. No
No, I
matter
think-
what you've been through, though. Never doubt yourself. No matter what
I have
happens.
to say doubt ain't even the right word. Underestimate.
I was gonna say yeah. I mean, I feel like a little bit of doubt is healthy, only because like if you're always saying yes to something, how will you ever take no? Because I was raised on the fact that you have to take no the same way you take yes. My issue is I've always expected a no, so I was always anxious and shy about doing certain shit. That's where the confidence lagged. But now that I have confidence, it's like if I get a no, all right, cool, life happens. Like when I told you, dog, I think I folded. I fucked up. It's whatever. But now I'm a young nigga that's whipping, getting his own crib, doing his thing.
Yep.
That's life.
I think you meant a different word than doubt. I think you're trying to find a different word because what you described isn't what I mean by doubt. Because doubt makes you not try certain things. Doubt doesn't mean the no less because you get the no when you try it. Doubt makes you not even try because of the no that you're scared of.
I've had doubt about plenty of things. I've been skateboarding for about 12 plus years now. And I've had serious doubts that I was going to do half of the shit I did. When did I get hurt? I got hurt when I was 17. When I was 18, I had said, there's no way I was going to be able to ollie over a picnic table. I had got hurt, and I was like, skateboarding is never going to be the same for me. But guess what? I kept rolling up to that table. I kept doubting myself. I'm like, it'll be 3 years before I ever do it. And I kept rolling up to it, kept rolling up to it, kept rolling up to it. I was so doubtful. I'm like, I don't have no faith in myself. I doubt I can redo this. Why was I thinking about it? So yeah, about the trying portion, I'm like, I kept rolling up. That's not a try. When I finally popped my board up that like over the table, I'm like, oh shit, okay, that wasn't too scary of an effort. Then I ate shit the next try. Then I'm like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? I ate shit. I just did. Instead of 3 days, 3 hours. So I was so proud of myself that I was able to do it. So that's why I'm like, a little bit of doubt is healthy. That's what I'm saying, where confidence comes in as well. Because you keep doubting yourself over and over and over. Same way you keep thinking you're always going to get a no. Like, oh, I don't think she's going to say yes. That's why I feel like that goes hand in hand a bit.
So you saying a little bit of doubt is okay because it strengthens your confidence.
Exactly.
Only reason I say never doubt yourself because even though it's gonna make you, that doesn't mean you're not gonna fail. That's not what I mean when I say never doubt yourself. That means
Gotcha.
you still will do it, but if you fail, it's a lesson, not a failure.
Good point. Everything's a lesson.
Because when you start doubting yourself, that means you might lose opportunities because you doubt yourself a little too much.
That's right, too. I've missed plenty of opportunities coming out here.
And that's
And
when,
doubt myself, you're right.
and that's where the doubt creeps in and really can cripple people because it makes that little anxiousness turn into fear and then turn into not even wanting to do something. And that's why doubt is unhealthy. And you should never do it. Obviously, we got to learn to get to that point, some people, but if you can, just never doubt yourself because it's going to make you turn to the best you can be. And it's going to make you try things that you never thought you could do. But
Eating bossy. No, let me stop.
but it's going to turn into more benefits than losses.
For sure. For sure. That was deep. That was deep. Let's go deeper. Pause. No, I'm done saying pause. No, let's go deeper. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Or let's just go to the next subject. It's okay with me.
All right.
Oh, man.
If y'all can remember a favorite viral moment, social media wise, or maybe in your life, what would something be for each one of y'all?
Easy getting a video sent to me by my homegirl Cynthia in New York about a nigga that knocked himself out here at Broughton.
Allegedly.
You remember that video?
I'm weak. Yeah.
My homegirl sent me this video while she's in school in New York. Like, yo, this is crazy. Look what happened. I'm like, I just saw this nigga 2 hours ago. She was like, stop the cat. I'm like, no, bro. Like, I just saw this happen. But that, to me, just shows how crazy the internet is now. This shorty is like 500 plus miles away. And the fact that she sent that to me, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. My bad.
Internet fast, my G.
That shit stay with you. No disrespect to the nigga that happened to. Shit happens, but don't try to wrestle if you don't wrestle. Anyway.
You said a viral moment?
Yeah.
I don't know. You might have to come back to me.
Nigga said 9/11. That's a viral moment.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Not that's cute.
That's wild.
What about you, Dre? Viral moment.
I'll say an app because I can't think of mine right off the hand. Vine.
You said Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty of virals. I remember when that shit started then died out.
So viral moment. I can't think of one. In my life, at least.
Oh, you meant like a viral moment in our lives?
Either or.
Oh, hell. Getting like how many thousands of views on TikTok when I didn't even know that was a thing for me? I'm like, I did what on TikTok?
You got thousands of views.
To almost 300,000.
Who?
Me.
Doing what?
That's what I was saying. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
What did he do?
Be a beer from New York, man.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Say it, sir.
I don't remember.
Oh man, your New York brothers gonna be disappointed in you.
Nah, I don't remember. I
Very.
genuinely don't remember. I don't know if it was like Queens get the money or some shit. I don't know what I said.
You just say your roll call, man.
I roll called?
Your street roll call, the New York street roll call.
I'm weak.
I got to see the video.
Yeah, I got to too, bro. Cause I'm like, there's two different things that could be. So I'm like, I want to be careful.
It's the year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
It's that. Hold on, what's that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that.
Oh, it was a video
Yeah.
at the wedding?
Nah.
Podcast. Old podcast footage.
It was old podcast footage.
I
And it
see
got like 300,000 views. I'm just like, cause Dre sent it to me like, first day he sent it to me, it was like, I think maybe 100,000. And I'm like,
I got to see it.
I didn't know what the fuck that was. And then this nigga sent to me like later that day. And I'm like, I don't get it. He was like, look at the numbers, man. I'm like,
Oh, we.
I don't get it. I'm like, we strong out here, yeah? But anyway, that shit was funny. Going viral without knowing you went viral. That shit's funny.
Wow, you didn't even know.
God damn, bro.
Somebody you probably would have greeted somebody that worked. Yeah.
I'd have been like,
Oh,
I don't think fuck on. Exactly.
what project you working on?
That shit there. That shit ugly.
That's it.
That
That's
shit
it.
ugly.
That's it.
That shit is ugly.
That's what they was going crazy about?
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
what? That shit was so silly.
Yeah, that was it.
That shit was still
That was
funny.
it,
Matter of fact,
man.
wasn't that like the start of the episode or some shit?
That was the start of an episode. Cause
Yeah.
you know why that was even there in the first place?
Nah.
I couldn't post a clip because they was taking it down for explicit language, so I just posted the beginning of it.
Oh.
They
And
took it down for explicit language. What did
yeah,
you
so
say
I
after?
reposted it because you know how wild we be getting on the podcast.
Bro, how much
That's-
shit have we had to edit in slip ups, bro?
It's not even that because TikTok's like weird with the algorithm.
No,
and all
that's what I'm
explicit
saying. I'm just saying, but
languages.
like, imagine how many fuckers we do with that. Imagine us just speaking freely. Like,
Yeah.
Shit, nigga.
And I was uploading clips on there to promote the podcast, and I just uploaded that. And
And they was like,
Yeah.
take that shit down, nigga. What you doing?
shit, viral.
So I don't fuck with
viral,
TikTok.
viral. Daddy chill. I think that's probably one of the funniest viral shits. Or that Omegle shit.
Viral? I don't know. I ain't got nothing.
oh, I got one I was just thinking about: Soulja Boy versus Ice-T. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that at all? Do you?
Nigga, what?
That's
Bro, I'm like 7, nigga.
He's a child.
And that's an ugly, pibbly bitch.
That shit's jokes.
y'all remember the Soulja Boy versus
Nah.
Ice-T beef?
What the fuck was that about?
Because basically, Ice-T told Soulja Boy to eat a dick, basically, and some other things. And then Ice-T, and then Soldier Boy just called Ice-T old and started this. I'm like, nigga, you the forefather of my nuts, nigga, and some other shit like that. And he was talking shit because he was old. And he was basically saying Soldier Boy killed hip hop because just came out Superman and all that shit. But then
Soldier Boy, the first rapper to fight another rapper. First rapper to fight Ice-T.
First rapper to hit that. Nah, that shit was fucking fire back in the day. Anybody say they didn't hit that shit, they capping.
was he the first one to do reaction videos?
Hell no.
Nah, couldn't.
Whoa,
Nah.
Couldn't have been.
Nah.
that might be true. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I
I don't know, man.
Because I know plenty of YouTubers that had started that shit super quick. Matter of fact, no, he wasn't an OG YouTuber because he started in like 2009.
But I mean, you gotta realize though,
2010.
Soldier Boy started on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. I get that, but I don't think he was the first reactor, bruh. Like first one to react to something.
Well, I don't think he did. I don't think he labeled it reacting. I think he was just like, just having fun doing the shit.
Right.
It wasn't no label to it. But he was probably the first to do it without saying I reacting to his video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because we got niggas reacting to us now, I'm sure. Quiet, chilling.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, the one in the middle is so pretty. The one to the left is like super tall. And the other one really thinks he's a football player. I don't get it, Brittany.
Wow. All right.
Oh man.
What do y'all see ourselves in 5 years?
Dude, don't ask me that. My high school team. Yeah, don't ask me that because literally we're about to do my reunion this year, and I feel old as hell the fact that they said that. So, bro, I don't even want to hear that.
Damn.
Like 5 years,
Okay, 2.
having my first child.
Why so early?
Because life is short. This is something that I've really been thinking about this past year. After my accidents and almost having a pretty bad one 2 nights ago, I want to have kids. I'm proud to say I have godchildren. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, but I don't have any of my own. How will my legacy continue on if I'm not here to make it move forward? Now, keep in mind, I'm not rushing to have kids in any means. Because when I was younger, I always said I think by 24 I'm going to have a kid. 24 is right around the corner, and I can tell you right now, I'm just living my own. And I've seen it for plenty of people that be like, now I'm going to do this, I'm going to wait till I get my own, get their own, and then almost immediately, it's no longer just them. So I'm like, I'm not in a rush. But do I see that happening? Yeah, I do. 5 years, still one kid. I don't think I'm the type that's just going to rush into having a second kid at all.
Shit, me.
But just one.
I'm shooting the club up.
Oh, so now you shooting the club up. When earlier when I had said it, you're like, nah.
I mean, we talking about 2 years from now, not.
All right, so 2 years from now. You
2 years from now, I believe if we had to make a window of right now and 2 years, I think in between that 1 and 1.5 years, I'm gonna already have a kid. That and I want to be my own boss. Like I don't want to be working for nobody. Like I really don't. No, I don't care what I'm doing. I could be selling sneakers, bro. I don't want to work for nobody else. That is the 2 year goal. 5 is like I don't have to really do anything. Everything is done for me. Like it's done. Like I'm the man. People work for me. That's what it is. That's where I plan to be.
Matter of fact, let me retouch up on that. That's I like how he put that. Goals for 2 years versus the 5 years. 2 years, my goals are beyond your understanding. Sorry, had to quote. Anyway, 2 years, goal is to be in a position to afford my dream car twice over.
What's your dream car?
67 Impala.
Okay. Nice. Well, I'll let you say what you gotta say. Or yours.
All right, so in about 2 years, I expect to have 50,000 in my possession in some shape, form, or fashion across all my accounts, and a little. And I'll say for investment I'll say about at least a smooth 5 to 10,000 just for investments, but just money I have to move and at least to settle with 50 to 100,000.
Right.
And had a business start to pick up. my personal business, retrosoundwavmedia, have that start to pick up. Have some more people that I can call for shoots or extra stuff if I need them for, because obviously it's just me right now, so I'm going to need a team eventually if I want it to grow how I'm wanting and expecting my business to grow, so I'm going to need more of a team. So finding more people that is working with me, or I could call for certain things like shoots on the fly or shoots that can be planned now. And also have my own place, of course. No kids, not at all. And just really growing and really making my sales as a producer, videographer, and podcast host, helping other people do podcasts.
Good shit.
And making and selling my services that I provide to other people as well.
On the corner.
Not on a corner,
I'm weak.
through contracts, business wise, podcast, video, music,
They call it
and graphic design.
Shut up. Let me shut up and let me shut up about a brothel. Continue.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Okay. And for 5 years, pretty much same thing. But in 5 years, I expect to have at least eyeing or closing in on a building for the business.
nice.
Okay, so 2 years, have that bread in your pocket. 5 years, eyes on closing and building. 2 years, seeing yourself as a dad. And
Like I want to have a family type shit. Yeah.
having a family. Long run, getting everything up and coming for you.
Yeah.
2 years for me, kid and being able to afford my car, dream car. 5 years, being a father that is well on his way to being an amazing provider as a father and future husband.
Yeah, because that's a big thing about having a family is being able to provide for the family.
Right.
That's the main reason I said I don't want to have kids, because I don't have the capital to provide for the family. Obviously, I'm going to have to help and provide for my other half, aka my girl, or if she wants to be labeled as wife, sure, but I'm not going to do that on paper. I ain't doing that.
You're right.
But it's, and also having to raise and have money for the support of my child, that I want to have a better life than I did. So I may want to do things like put him or her in private schools or homeschool, or to be able to take us as a family to extravagant get trips if we want to go,
Right.
or just have our own thing that we can teach her and him about building finances, or have cool buildings and extravagant little field trips or whatnot, to do some really cool and fun things that I didn't get to do because my parents may not have thought like that or had the capital to do so.
Do you guys really think that's like beneficial to some kids?
What?
What?
Like, I know we always hear, I want my kids to live a better life than I did, or I want to provide for my kids a life that I didn't have. I personally want my kids to go through certain things.
Now, before you answer
But
the question,
before I finish that way, a specific way, I want them to be safe, and I'm going to teach them and protect them from as much as I can. But I want them to have stories to where they can share. I've gone through this, and I've come out on the upside of it.
You're gonna go through whatever you're supposed to go through, no matter what. So,
You're right.
as a provider, I don't want to show my kids that I can't provide for them, because that makes me look lesser than a man, and I ain't going through that. I don't want that to be on my card. Fuck all that. I refuse. So,
I don't know. It's just something my dad said recently that I kind of really got now. Now I'm about to be on my own. It was like, you don't always have to show that you got it, but you don't always need to prove that you can get it. Simply because if all eyes are on you anyway, people are still gonna keep thinking, people are still gonna keep guessing, and that's something I feel like took me too long to get, like letting it finally click. So like, I do want my kids. My kids are gonna go through whatever they go through. I just pray that I'm there alongside for the ride, so they can ask me certain things, and so I can try to help them as best as I can.
right.
But I really think it is important that they go through they go through something.
What do you want your kids to go through specifically that you asked that question?
I want my kids. All right. Will it suck to go through a heartbreak? Yes. Is it definitely necessary to go through? For sure.
But that's something you couldn't protect them from.
And you
No, that's
can-
what I'm saying. Like, you can't protect your child from that, but you can help them grow from that. You can help them not prepare, because that shit is so untimely, but you can still show them how to, like, get through it.
But you can also have them learn by watching and coaching them through other
That's tough.
things as well.
That's tough. That's tough. That's
Obviously,
that's a tough sell, though.
Obviously, they got to go through it, of course. But you can just lead to how it's not gonna hurt as much if or when that happens, because a lot of things people get hurt in life over to exponential levels because they may not have been they weren't prepared all the way of how to take it and how people may act and how things work.
That's what I mean. I'm like, my parents have been together about 20, almost 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they got their shit that they go through and shit they probably don't show me. I know, excuse me, not probably don't show me. But it's like the same way my mother, she taught me that I can come to her about anything, like whether it be a zit, ma, this burns, I did this, blah blah, whatever. I never had anyone to tell me like this is gonna keep happening or this couldn't keep happening if you don't, blah blah blah. It kind of goes to having to learn this. I don't want to be that parent that can't tell their kids, look, I'm going to be real with you. This is going to hurt for a while. Because sometimes you need to hear it to know that you're not going through this kind of thing alone. Like, I've read too many cases and seen too many stories where, like, children just felt like they were alone because they didn't have their parents to tell them certain things.
Now let's be real here. Let me put it like this: wouldn't you think that your parents want the same thing that we're saying just right now? Like,
Yeah, I believe it.
You see what I'm saying? Like when your mom was X amount of age before she had you or anybody of your siblings, don't you think she was like, oh yeah, I want all my kids to have a really good life, this picket fence kind of thing, you know, like really good life, you know? Don't you think she tried that?
I believe she. No, I know she has. I'm here.
I understand.
I ain't in the hood no more.
I understand. What I'm saying is, it's possible, but then again, you are still an adult. You got to still be able to control. You can't control what your future holds right now unless you do what you got to do in the past. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. And what's the other one I had? Let's put it like this: who really told their parents when they went through their first heartbreak, when they went through their first whatever the hell? Who really told their parents?
Yeah, regardless of even though your parents, or you know they're there, you don't tell your parents everything.
You don't tell your parents everything.
I don't tell my parents everything, but this is hold on. There's a point. It's not a matter of me having to tell them everything. My dad has seen me walk in the house feeling completely defeated, but we don't have that relationship to where he'll talk about. That's something I don't want with my kids. Like, I want to be able to see, like, if I see them walking in and they're feeling some type of way, you can open up to me. This is a safe space to do that. I didn't have that with my old man, even though I know he's seen me walk in. My mom, a lot of times, she doesn't even have to say anything. Like, nowadays, she could just come up and already know. That's it. Like, a lot of times, that's how it is. So sometimes it's not a matter of me saying anything, because your parents will see the bullshit before you do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be that to my son the way I feel like my old man was to me.
However,
You get what I mean?
I get you, but also, once you get to that point, if you have, I don't know if you've done this or not, you gotta really get to know your parents from an adult point of view and ask why.
And it's hard to understand it as a kid.
Yeah, why did so when I was little you didn't talk to me about this, that, and that when you saw I was going through, and I don't know if you got this answer or had this conversation or not. But when you have that conversation, understand who your parents are, where they come from, why they may or may not talk about certain things, then you can at least have a little bit more clarity of why, and then build on your future from there.
That's what I'm saying. You both are still hitting my point about it. You said as a kid you don't always see it. You said you'll get to see that as time permits. Like, you learn from that. I'm saying with what I've learned from that, I know I don't want to be that parent to my child.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's my point. Like, go through it. It's okay. You gotta live in the moment. Matter of fact, what did you say to me when I found out my boy was killed? You're like, you gotta let it out. You created that safe spot for me. My old man, I wanted to deck my old man in the throat when I got home. With how that conversation went, I wanted to deck him in the throat. But I realized as an adult, though, we don't grieve the same. Tyler grieves like how my old man does. Like, he's not always gonna show. He'll feel it, and you'll feel that he feels it. But he's not always gonna act on it like how I am. Because I was told, you keep that shit bottled up for too long, that shit will burst out. And not everyone can deal with that. I personally cannot. I personally can't. Tyler's a strong individual that can do that. So, like, even if he's going through something, he's still going to tell you, yo, nah, man, you strong, man. You went through all of this. Matter of fact, quote, you are not weak. You went through all of this, and you're still here. Well, there's still so many people that would have started doing this, that, and the other, but you're still here. That's the kind of person he is. How my old man is, though, and I respect him because that's how he learned how to do certain things. I don't want to be like that. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But you see how how perception is reality. So
Yep.
the way he perceives things and how he took it, and the way how you took him perceiving things, it was like, damn, man, that's why I don't tell this motherfucker nothing. So you never know, because you're like, okay, I wanna be able to do this and make sure my kid goes through this and that and the third, understand, but you don't know how you're gonna react.
You're right.
5 years from now.
You're right.
You could react like your father and actually understand where your father came from.
Now, to that point,
I'm not saying your father's right. I'm just saying.
I get you, no, because at the end of the day, I have a lot of my old man's tendencies that I just truly despise. I have a lot of my mom's tendencies that I don't like, but I have a lot of their tendencies that I do love. That has kept me safe. But to that point, ever since I was a little kid, what's the one thing I've always been doing? Writing. The whole purpose of my book, when I first started this mission, I wanted something that my nephews and my nieces could read someday and understand that they're not going through what they're going through alone.
Mm-hmm.
So me writing everything now while it's fresh helps me as an adult to where, like, Trav, you have been through here before.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I start acting like how I said I never wanted to be, I have it in my own hands that I was the same way. Like, not everyone is going to think like that. Don't get me wrong. But that's why I do a bit of it. Because, like, even if I die, don't have any kids, God forbid, I don't want to be a father and leave my kid behind. But anyway, I want my stories to mean something to someone. So, like, let's say if I grew up to be a cranky old man that had nobody, those stories are going to be out there. I know those stories are going to be out there. That can change someone else's life. And I hope it does in the best way. Or at least helps them get out of bed. Or at least helps my nephew say, damn, Unc, like, this seems little. Like, help me for realizing, you know, that there are greater things out here that I can help use, not as a crutch, but as a strength. As a point for me to build upon, to get better at. That's why I do what I do. So I can go back and realize this was this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see your point entirely, though.
Yeah,
Because we can change.
These are different perspectives. But I wanted to say something back to we were talking about our goals and what we was gonna do in 2 years and 5 years and all that good stuff. I came across a quote, or not a quote, but like an Instagram reel or whatever. And he said, a dream that's written down with a date next to it becomes a goal.
That's tough.
Okay? A goal broken down into steps is a plan. Follow me? He said, a plan backed by action becomes reality.
That's tough.
And I have that in my notebook for 3 categories. I have that in my notebook for what I want. I have it for money. I have it for like projects I'm working on, and I have it for anything I want to do, like as far as like, I don't know, I use those 3 steps for like just about everything. Hell, even food. Saving money, no matter what, those steps right there help me with a lot.
Having a vision board helps too. Like, same way you keep it in your journal. Like, I've seen you carry your journal with you at work or even just at the house just having something. And I don't know if you did it when you was younger, but that's not something I would just visually see you do. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
Oh no, I never did that.
Right. Habits we grow into to help better ourselves now and tomorrow. And in other words, just presenting for the future. I feel like whenever I stopped using my vision board, I never got shit accomplished. I am happy to say that this year, remember when we did that notes thing at work? I don't know if you came in late for that. Like, we put the sticky notes on the wall.
I got pictures of it.
Okay, boom. So, and we all thought this was this and this was that, like the rules and regulations. So, I had something similar on my vision board. Which ones were expectations and which ones were going to be my reality? And I am proud to say that I have checked off 7 things this year out of 12 that I had set for this year onto a reality. And I am profound to say, I'm so glad to say that that feeling is so profound. It's like, damn, I did that. And it all starts with gratitude. And I gotta say, this guy is a part of that list.
What?
A part of that gratitude list. For helping me, like, turn shit into a reality.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, you gotta get here. You gotta start here, man. Like, this is gonna help you in the long run. Like, I'm trying to put you on, bro. Just trust me, bro. Like, I've not led you astray once, bro. So come on, bro. Like, just trying to help you out, man. This is gonna help you out tremendously. You're gonna do better than I did when I first started. And I'm like,
And I didn't lie.
he didn't lie. He didn't lie. Yeah, I called certain people. They were like, "Yo, you were trash." I'm like, "What?" but no, it's just a matter of perspective, like you said. And I'm just glad that I wrote it down. I said what I wanted to do and do it. Because I remember when the 3 of us had this conversation almost a year ago today about holding each other accountable. And there's still a couple things that we mentioned in that video that we have not done yet. Not because of lack of trying and effort, but because we're getting done the things that we didn't know we were going to be doing. And we're keeping it balanced. Or at least we're trying to tip the scale so that when we do added something else on from back then, it'll be a lot easier for us to shift the weight and carry it through and follow it through. But, yeah, that's my take. That was a powerful quote, my man. That's a powerful fucking quote.
And with that, we would like to thank you all for watching, listening, and hearing what we were saying for this past however many minutes we've been doing this. And if you want to follow us, you can follow the podcast on 212 LLCs Pod on Instagram.
Babies.
And on podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. The 2.5 LLCs podcast is there. Also, you want to follow me, it's RETRO D.R.E. And on Twitter, RetroDre_. And on YouTube, RetroDre as well. So, you want to holler at me as well. I'm also on all streaming services. It will never be the same. Album out now. The original and the deluxe is out. Better go get it. Better go listen to it. Buy it. All that jazz. And we appreciate y'all for watching. Next.
And to our guest.
Y'all know good and damn well I ain't no guest, man. I'm messing with you.
Recurring guest.
I'm messing with you, yeah. If y'all want to follow my socials, it's at Light Charcoal. That's LIGHT Charcoal. Ain't nothing changed. But appreciate y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? My boys, man. You know what I'm saying? No. My men. It's my guys. My dogs.
Rough. Say no.
You beat me by a split second. I was debating. I'm like, you can even see on the camera, my mouth was forming to do it. I'm like, nah.
My nigga was out.
And you already know this is the King, Brett from Queens, a.k.a. this is KBQ,
Wow.
founder of the Kings Queens Project Company. We am mom at. Took a bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus because I got going man things doing. I'm taking care of, but soon to be back and soon to be shooting a lot of stuff soon. So
Shout out to all the young milfs out there. Go holla at them. Yeah.
that's crazy. Nigga starts dating one 30-year-old or two 30-year-olds and three 30-year-olds.
Yeah,
Nice,
Twitter,
motherfucker.
you know it's 10 o'clock right
40 and
now,
under.
boy.
Between 40 and
You know what
25.
I'm
Holla at them for
saying?
sure.
How do you say it, Tyler? Tu sabe.
Tu sabe, mi cuerpo.
We am mom, man, nigga.
Oh, that's it? You ain't got no other shout outs?
I think I lived out bad and bougie.
Yo, shout out to the crew, man. I just want to say thank you to all of the viewers that we had. I know you boy talk a lot. I know that you guys probably get offended with anything we can say, but I want to say thank you for bringing your asses back here and listening and giving a shout. Thank you for my homegirl that went back and listened to our old stuff to and give us feedback because it was still feedback, negative or positive. It was still feedback. Thank you to Dre for still doing his thing and not giving up and day in and day out still grinding and being at a place where he's only gonna get better. Shout out to my man Tyler here, Light Charcoal, for finally keeping the beard. You know what I'm saying? Proud of that. No, I'm just saying. Shout out to my man for really stepping it up. This man, I have seen a tremendous growth rate with this man. From how he talks to how he carries himself. And, it's a lot of times it's the woman that makes the man, and I got to say, he has become a better man, not just because of the partner that he's with, but he's become a better man because of the people he surrounds himself with and the change in his mindset. However, that is all things that he has to do. So I'm just grateful for all of y'all, man, for sure.
It's prayer.
It changes things.
Shout out to all the Beer Connect gang out there. Shout out to all y'all.
On babies,
Everybody that's in the building.
Start from the A now. Thank for the bike, you know what I'm saying?
And shout out to AMI Studios for housing us.
Hey,
For
man, we
sure.
appreciate it, yeah. We're trying to get a couple sponsors. Yank.
Hey,
On baby.
and Jay-Z is not better than Drake. Out.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Wow.
I might have said
Has
that.
Jay-Z ever had a song in Spanish?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I might have said that backwards. I just realized
No,
I
you
might have
said
said
it
that
correct.
backwards.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping. What is that, man?